Good morning, friends. How are you today? This is Joe Valdez again. So let's talk about another lesson for people on construction, which is when you have to let somebody go, you need to do it professionally. The common thread nowadays, when they let somebody go, they call them in, they say, "Oh, sorry." HR person comes in, your supervisor in front of all the workers, they call you into an office, they say, "Sorry, we're going to have to let you go." That's a common thread. Nothing has changed. And people know around the office that this is what occurred. It is, in my opinion, sometimes it's merited, many times it's totally unprofessional. You're not going to gain very much. Remember, in our industry, specifically in the oil and gas industry, construction and fabrication, we always run into each other because it's project based. And I know people that have carried grudges when another person was in a position to lay them off or to let them go because there was a personality conflict between them and the other person, not because they couldn't do the job, but they did that because they were power tripping. And then you wonder how come next job they make it even in front of everybody, they lay off the person and let it be known that they're going to do that. Here's what I'm proposing. Me being a person of color, and only about 2% of us are in management position in the construction industry in North America, including the U.S., where 14% of the population is black, 18% is Latino. In upper management in construction, you only see maybe 1 or 2%, period, managers, because it's a very difficult area to break in, and the unions on union jobs, they do not want to have a person of color to be on, looking after the job of telling Caucasian people what to do. Unfortunately, you may not want to hear this, but that's a reality, and it needs to be told. And many of you folks that are VPs, you need to understand the perspective that I, for example, as a person of color, feels. If you don't, then you're going to keep on doing what you've been doing. And as we get more and more of us people that are people of color, then you're going to find yourself in a jam, because all of a sudden people are going to pay you back. They might not even give you contracts anymore. Back to the firing. When you call somebody in, the way I used to do it, I used to call people. First of all, I talk to people before any layoff happens. Some of y'all, you go ahead and directly to lay off the people. You don't even talk to them how you could help them get their job going, because many times it's because they don't have the tools. They're on a new job. Nobody tells them anything. Everybody hoards the information because everybody's looking for job security. So guess what? There's one person they use as sacrificial lamb, usually the last person that's not well connected within the organization. This is what I'm proposing that you do. First of all, if they don't have anything, you call them in and you onboard them properly. You ensure that there's a mentor and they find all the resources they need in order to be able to execute the job that they just come in. Because any new company you come to, even though the tasks may seem similar, the process is different. So you need to understand the process and how you do things in that organization. So you need a mentor. You need somebody that can sound off on, a buddy system for at least 4 to 6 weeks, 8 weeks, so many times. Once they do that, then you loosen up the umbilical cord, and then the person can execute their jobs. So then you give them a fair chance to succeed. First, before you use the word "sorry, I gotta let you go," you would have had to give them an opportunity to succeed on the job. If you don't, then you have just failed. You as a manager, you have failed. You're the one that should be fired, in my opinion, if that's what you do all the time. This is my point of view, and I need to tell you another thing. Once you reach to the stage you want to let somebody go, don't do it in front of everybody. Don't come in and walk in on a Friday evening in front of everybody and make it a big story like you're a macho person. I used to fire people on my own. When I let them go, I go and talk to them. Many times I take them to a coffee shop within the organization and I tell them, I said, look, we had a discussion. We did everything we possibly could to make you succeed. And everything has been done. So I had personal conversation with you on several occasions. Now it come to the point where we have difficulties working together. I like you, and I would like you to be on board again somewhere. But right now, I cannot possibly give you another job, and I really apologize. Here's my cell number. Here's my phone number. Call me anytime if there's anything I can do to help you succeed. I'm very, very sorry, and I will give you a good reference because you tried hard. Thank you.